Hello there. So this is the second game of the Hardcore Killer Challenge, and this is the second killer I'm going to be playing, which is the Huntress. Now, this is the killer that I am the least confident in playing. I don't think I've actually have any Huntress games on record, but I don't know how one would check that. Anyway, this is the build I plan to go with. I want a build that I expect to not hit a lot of hatchets and need to reload constantly. So I brought the deerskin gloves and combined it with Iron Maiden so that I can reload super quickly. And if I'm going to be opening lockers a lot, I thought Darkness Revealed would be a good follow up for that, to find people and then to open lockers quickly and find people when I do. This Flower Babushka is just I hear what standard uh, kind of Huntress things, especially if you're trying to pick it up, like not having to get that timing. And then I brought some fairly standard gen regression stuff. I wasn't sure. I couldn't think of anything that combined with a locker opening for the gen regression half of it. And I thought Pain Resistance Dead Man's would be fine because it forced people off of gens and thus more likely that I can see them off of Darkness Revealed. Um, yeah, I play so little Huntress using hollow shells. Do I have anything better than that? I have. Okay, I got a striver pudding. The one upside is that we are likely going to be dealing with fairly baby survivors because I have again not played Huntress. Um, so we'll see how it goes. All right, so I saw a pair of flashlights and most notably a map in the lobby. So I'm actually expecting someone to try to pull inner focus kind of trick on me. We'll see if that actually happens, or they could just be doing an archive. I do not pay attention to what the archives are, um, so it could be that instead. Uh, Actually, if they are trying to do an inner focus thing on me, that will be absolutely hilarious with Iron Maiden. So I guess actually I don't even need to worry about that really. Yeah, there's like a little build you can do with like inner focus, and I thought about opening a locker immediately, but I was like, don't want to like throw a random hatchet to get the faster, and I'm pretty sure I could find someone immediately, which I did. I didn't hit him. Now, I did have a small practice game against the AI where I only let myself throw hatchets. Like, I didn't allow myself to M1. Alright, first chase. Okay, I'm going to M1 from now on instead of trying to do the optimal thing because that did not go. I did not have him as trapped as I thought I did, and that did not go. I'm much more clumsy than I was expecting. All right, definitely true regarding the baby survivors thing. She even stopped wiggling for a second there. Okay, so the furthest progressed gen is that one. Why do I have scratch marks right here? Was she trying to hide with scratch marks that visible? Alright. Okay. I don't... Unless they're stupid, which they could be. Yes. Nah, I didn't hit, though. I kind of want to bully the gen, because I imagine they'd be the type to just, like, sit and then come back. That was a Hail Mary, that's not happening. Okay. Dead man switch almost over. I'll hover between the... Actually, with Huntress the way she is, I don't think anyone's going to be here. Quick glance for Darkness Revealed. There's nobody. They're going to heal off the hook. Oh, so close. He's 100%, but I'm way too slow. Oh, they're just working on this gen right next to me while injured. There's also someone else in the area. I heard them, but I'm gonna... Really? Okay. I'm getting juiced by a baby survivor. Let's see. They're definitely still healing, but I don't know if I can actually... Yeah, that was not aimed at all. Yeah, no, these aren't going to work because I'm not a good Huntress. But what I can do is they're probably still in this area. Oh, no, they are not. Dead Man's notably didn't get anybody, so I'm just going to circle back to the hook. They are still baby survivors. They're going to continue to... Oh, they didn't heal off the hook. They are right here, though. That didn't... Okay. Going for a blind. Listen closely. They made a left turn. Nope. Keep going for it. Excuse me, game? Okay. Man, I've had a lot of M1s not be nearly as close as I... But that's probably mostly rust more than anything. Bothering them over here. Are they... I think they might be... Might be, like, right over here. Nope, okay. I'm gonna circle back for the pickup. Unless they literally are trying to heal while injured. Okay. That's fine. I can't hit anything. But I do need to pick up eventually. They actually came back for the flashlight save. Well, now I've got some marks to follow, but I don't have any hatchets, which will be a problem. But maybe. Ooh, I hear a. Yep. Never hide in a locker while injured, people. Still need to reload. Healed right off the hook, so if I can get a clear line of... Nope, I can't. Oh, okay. I will take you running right into me. Okay, they're not being fooled. Wow, last second. Alright, they healed off the unhook, which means I do know where they are. I think it's just too tight of a loop. What? Again, with the people that's like taking the free first injury. Like, you're not as stealthy as you think you are. Whoops. Terrible. There we go. No, yes. That is close enough, but it's too late, frankly. I need to get over here and figure out what's going on with this half of the map. I still have an injured person I can listen to. Aha! Oh. Oh, okay. They're gonna keep walking in a straight line. And then they're gonna blind me, but if I listen closely, I can just walk right up behind them. Like the blind never even happened. I can still play an M1 killer okay, even if Huntress is a terrible M1 killer, because, you know, slow. They healed under the hook again, which means they're like right there. Off on my head ahead of me. Let me still reload. Not seeing anyone on the hooks. They split up from this hook, which means they probably just ran to the nearest gen. I see scratch marks in the distance, so... Oh, they're just... Okay. They're just right here. If I do remember correctly, it is a bad idea to do it when they're not in the middle of doing vault locations unless you're really confident. Well, that can happen. I need to run over immediately to the unhook. Okay. I guess I'll take that instead. I'm pretty sure it's not this one. Oh, never mind. I'm wrong. No, I'm definitely not getting this guy. He's definitely the last pain res, and I'm definitely not getting... They're healing in the basement, I think, or at least just above the basement. I'm gonna reload in the basement, see if they're nearby. I don't think they actually went full heal in the basement. Okay, yeah, they didn't. But I do have a bead on one unlucky customer who ran into some wood and then is running to the unhook. And is looping me around the unhook, which is not what you should be doing. No, they're good running it tight, so I can't do the... I can't try the melee. Not that it matters, because... I fully expect... Yeah. And if that rock wasn't there... Not a bad hit. Not a bad hit either. Wait, they actually tried the flashlight save? I did admittedly think that the... that was the down, which is a small mistake on my end, but I don't think this game's listenable anyway. They did no gens. So I'll go into hatchet only mode to get some practice in. Get ready for some terribly thrown hatchets. Okay. There is a limit to the amount I'm willing to do. Man, yeah, no, I'm not good at Huntress. Like the only reason I actually still won this game is because I played an M1 killer, all right. A nerfed M1 killer, all right. I think yeah. Okay. I think LED is behind me. And has... Well, that's going to make it harder to find her. Adrenaline's still one of my least favorite perks, just because I don't feel like it actually gets you all that much on games you were... So, wait, she got into a locker. Can I get her with the expose? I don't feel like it gets you all that much on the games you're you're going to struggle in, and I think it gets you. Okay. And it does get you stuff in games that I feel like you're gonna win anyway. Sometimes, yeah, sure, it can clutch you up sometimes, but I feel like other perks clutch up more in similar situations, like Unbreakable, and aren't only useful on that last gen. All I feel like Adrenaline's ever useful for is burying a one game into the ground. Which I guess, if some people don't like dealing with endgame, it's good for that, but eh. Anyway, yeah, that was my first terrible Huntress game. Hopefully the hatchets can improve with time.